What's up, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse? This is the Marvelous Wave, and let's go ahead and break down some of the new news we have for Spider-Man No Way Home, as we have now entered the week of release. The premiere for Spider-Man No Way Home in Los Angeles is actually taking place today, which means the internet is about to be flooded with spoilers for No Way Home tonight, meaning that this is one of the last opportunities we'll have to release a video talking about actors' comments that don't pertain directly to likely spoilers in the film. Sort of look at this as an appetizer to the videos to come. Before we get into the news surrounding the Sandman and the Lizard though, we are giving away a highly detailed Spider-Man Far From Home hot toy. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it, so I'll briefly go over the rules. All you have to do to enter is like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and let me know in the comments below which of the 3 Spider-Men which will appear in No Way Home are you most excited to see. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the big controversy and a lot of fan worry revolving around the characters of the Lizard as well as the Sandman. Several months back, we actually got CGI renderings of the Lizard and Sandman in Doctor Strange's cage, the same cage that Peter Parker gets into an argument with, and later it appears to even be a small skirmish between Peter and Doctor Strange, as Peter doesn't actually want to kill the villains that have emerged through the multiverse and would rather send them home, and find a way for all of the villains to not actually be killed, whereas Doctor Strange believes it's their fate to be killed by Spider-Man. However, what we're talking about here and why the CGI renderings are important is the actors don't actually appear in the renders themselves. Well, what exactly does this indicate? What's interesting is the leaked images that were paired along with those images also had the full reveals of several of the actors. Several of the actors that we know are confirmed in No Way Home to actually appear, and not just the characters, with many fans worried that the original actors that were portraying the Lizard and Sandman would not actually be appearing in No Way Home, as again Marvel can simply use CGI models to fill in the blanks, and don't have to use the actor's likeness like they do with characters like Electro, Doc Ock, and the Green Goblin. All the different actors, again Willem Dafoe, Jamie Foxx, and Alfred Molina, have all appeared doing press for Spider-Man No Way Home. However, the actors that portray Sandman and the Lizard do not appear in No Way Home, that being Thomas Hayden Church and Rhys Ifans, 2 actors that haven't premiered during any of the promotional material for Spider-Man No Way Home, not to mention the fact that all the times that the Sandman and Lizard are present in the promotional material, they are complete CGI renderings. Now the fear is that these original actors won't actually be appearing in Spider-Man No Way Home, and this stemming from the fact that all the way back in that prison cell scene, there are the CGI renderings of these characters and not the actual actors present there. Well, what exactly does this mean? Well, it's likely that the 2 actors do not actually reprise their roles to return, as neither of them have directly come out and said, yes, I'm in Spider-Man No Way Home. However, Rhys Ifans actually made a comment in an interview recently when asked if he would be reprising his role as the Lizard or Dr. Connors in the movie, and this is what he said. Well, you know, like most Christmas presents, the good thing is not knowing what's in them until it's time to open them. To me, this comment clearly states that he is in fact in the film, even though all we've seen of him is the CGI rendering. What I think is going on though is I think that the Lizard will actually be the Lizard for the entirety of Spider-Man No Way Home, or maybe right up until the end where Curt Connors appears. And they don't necessarily need the actor to fill in the shoes of the Lizard, as again the Lizard is completely CGI. But what could happen is they may have featured Rhys Ifans' voice as the character. Thomas Hayden Church, though, is a little bit more tricky, as he hasn't made any public comments about Spider-Man No Way Home. In fact, the only comments that Thomas Hayden Church has made on the Spider-Man franchise recently appeared all the way back in 2016 when Spider-Man first reappeared in Captain America Civil War, when he said that the franchise was in dire need of a reboot, but that he ultimately had no opinion on the new iteration of the Spider-Man character. Those are pretty much the last comments that Thomas Hayden Church has made about playing the character of Sandman or anything Spider-Man related in general. And again, all of the images of the various leaked villains show Dr. Otto Octavius, Green Goblin, and Electro all played by their original actors. The Lizard, which makes sense why he's CGI, but the Sandman is also completely CGI, meaning they could actually utilize this as a story beat in No Way Home and why Sandman is now a villain, with his mutation and his disease almost sort of mutating him even further to the fact now where he can't even take a human form. This could prove to be a major plot element for Spider-Man No Way Home, especially if Thomas Hayden Church does not actually plan to reprise his role. Again, it's completely possible, but we haven't seen anything. Anyway, my friends, that was the big update, but what are your thoughts on this? And what are your thoughts on Thomas Hayden Church and Riz Ifans returning to Spider-Man No Way Home? And do you think it's likely? I do think Ifans is actually in No Way Home, but I would be surprised if we actually see Thomas Hayden Church. A good surprise though if we do end up getting a glimpse at the character. Again, my friends, be sure to enter the Hot Toy figure giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel as always, and I'll hope to see you in the next video.